the recording. I actually know a quote-unquote celebrity, not going to name names, and that celebrity was accused of grape. That celebrity was accused of grape once, and that celebrity or that person went to jail for a certain amount of time for it. What that person done after getting back out is that they put camera recordings, in their bedroom. And one day, and he used to record, he used to see women, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? He used to see women. And one day, he had sex with a woman. And then a couple of days later, she had accused him of grape. Again, second time now. However, the cameras recorded the fact that he didn't do that. And he won his case. So I know a lot of women don't want to be recorded in their intimate moments, right? But the reason why I'm asking this question is because of cases like this, cases like Johnny. How would you feel as a woman being recorded without your consent like that?
Just as long as he's not sharing it or showing it to anybody, go for it. We'll make a movie.
Really?
You can record me. Go for it. But in that sense,
let me know.
In that sense, I think if it's for like protection, anybody should be able to record it. Just in that case that it doesn't happen again. False allegations don't happen again. Like I said, don't show anybody.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't hit the internet, then it's fine, because once it hits the internet, that woman can technically now bring a case against you for sharing pornographic images of her without her consent. And that's a thing now.
Been a thing.
Yeah, that's no, but it's legally now. It's a real.
I mean, that's what it should be. I mean, we're mature now, you know.
But before, like early days of internet, people would get away with that kind of thing. Now it's like, yeah, they did, because it's on the internet, so they'll say it's in an open space. But
if the person didn't consent to it,
yeah, but you have to prove it, right?
Yeah, but you can watch it, and you know you've got the professionals. You can look and see if that person you can see if that person was aware they were being recorded.
Yeah.
You know, and then lines. I think now it's being recorded, but I'm filming.
But now I think there's law around it. Before there wasn't law.
Oh, well, I mean, times have changed, so yeah.
Maybe there should be consent to record, but then there's consent to share. If you say you want to share it, that's fine. If you say you don't want to share it, then that's your business. No?
I think there should be consent to share it, but to record, I think that's
if it's used in like a court of law and it hasn't been shared, that should be.
See, personally, like I would never want something recorded of me like out there. You know, like I just wouldn't want someone to have the power to like have that. And I mean, I always hear that guys show like nudes to their friends and stuff.
Girls do the same thing.
Girls do it too.
Okay, but I'm not talking about like
Sorry, go on.
I'm not into like that stuff. So
right.
But I just wouldn't want something like that of me out there. So if I was like dating someone and I found out he like took that without me knowing, I would have oh my God, I'd be pissed.
No, of course.
I know, I understand, and I understand why. It's not like I don't understand why. I'm just saying we are living, it's like, my whole thing is like there's an adapt or die culture going on right now. Yeah. And a lot of the people that don't adapt get either eaten up or left behind in the culture in which we live. In an ideal world, no one should be recording anyone. We don't live in that world. We live in a world where people are going to go into the trash and try and put a condom in their vagina and get hot sauce instead. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, if we're living in a time where a woman can write a book saying, how do you destroy a man by leveraging this is the times we're living in. So it's like people are going to have to adapt.
Can I ask a question, an important question about that book? Who published it?
It's on Amazon.
Is it self-published or?
I don't know who published it, but it's on Amazon.
Yeah.
I also was going to add is that, because it's quite interesting about the whole recording element as well, because again, in my situation, and it's what I mean about protection. And if it was the other way round, it wouldn't have been the case. But even when I brought forward to the judge the recordings, they had no issue. They didn't want to see it. I would have to pay $5,000. So the court was all basically saying to me to it's almost like strategize. Let's go back to court in 3 months. If things change, if things get better, then, but that's why I was interested in about this point about the abuse, because those scars, that torment, abuse, violence, and coercive control, that just has to sit with me. And I'm good. Yeah. But another man might have been in even myself, I do question like how certain things, why I'm not in another place. But I think it's very important to have these discussions.
And that's why I said earlier, there are cases, and yours is a rare one. When you said that, I was like, whoa, you had evidence? Wow. Where mothers and women, they can be the worst of the worst, but they'll still have their kids, and their father could be the right person to take care of those kids and relieve them of the situation that they're in. The mother literally has to be the bottom of the bottom of the bottom to have her kids taken away
she
from
has
her.
to be damn near be caught like abusing her children.
For a man, it's quick. You do something wrong, boom, your kids are taken away from you.
Visitation. You got to go and see them in visitation and all this stuff.
Agree.
Yeah.
Well, and I think it should automatically just be 50-50 custody.
Yeah.
Like off the rip. I don't think women automatically are better parents just because they're women.
That's a misconception.
Yeah.
And that's
I think if men were given more chances to be parents, in the sense of the baby's born, baby's breastfed, she's got to look after them, she's got to stay up at night or whatever it is. But I feel like because of the way society is, it doesn't encourage men to be the night feeders. It doesn't encourage men to be the...
We don't have breasts, sorry.
When I say night feeders, I mean in general, like, my kid wasn't breastfed the whole time. He had bottles. So really and truthfully,